everyone, welcome back to
My first 100K
by Money Made Here. So,
Okay, so today's topic is about frugality. So it's about how can you save money without basically cutting short your happiness. Like what if being frugal doesn't restrict you from being happy, like going to concerts, like for age going to concerts, or like going on holidays and stuff like that. What if there's a more deeper meaning behind it? So today we have our host, our lecturer.
just introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. My name is Cedric. I'm a lecturer in SP, teaching banking finance, one of the main modules called wealth management.
Yes.
Oh.
It's gonna be very important for us for this.
Yeah, very relevant for this podcast we're having.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so there are many misunderstandings that young adults have about frugality. One of which, like a few of which, is never spending or like leading a boring life or like being stingy. Personally, for you, how would you define being frugal?
Okay, I think for myself, like, being frugal is also like not being too extreme. I think when you save money, there's always a purpose behind it. So I personally believe that money is a great tool, not a great master. So you don't want to be a slave to money,
Okay.
but you want to use it and know how to use it. So being frugal is something where I personally learn to look out for what are my needs in different phases of my life.
Okay.
So for example, let's say right now I'm a dad of two kids. Then the needs are obviously to provide for them, at least they got diapers to wear, milk to drink.
Okay.
The needs or the basic needs of those are being settled. So that is where I would be acceptable to spend on it. And of course then, if I were to spend on them, on those needs, then maybe some of my wants and my wife's wants would have to be reduced also.
Oh, okay.
So that is being frugal to me.
Okay, so it's just meeting the needs, like what's necessary, and like avoiding the wants.
I wouldn't say avoid the wants, but like it could be paced out, it could be
Okay.
pushed back, it could be a delayed timeline in life. It's not that we cannot live life without like enjoying the things that you want to do, but sometimes it's just delayed.
Okay.
Sometimes the needs are more important than the wants at the moment. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I ask what kind of stuff has you and your wife had to cut back you and your children? Like how
Cut
many
back?
days is it? Like
I think realistically it would be like holidays. Every couple or every like family out there would want to like travel every single quarter. I heard of friends who actually like or like depends on the with their kids. Yeah, but sometimes they would like to travel like whenever there's like major holidays, middle of the year, end of the year, and things like that. And sometimes it's a huge cost, especially if you travel with family, you could go up to more than 5 digits each travel. Yeah, so that's where they got to manage, you can manage how many trips you want to take a year and things like that. Yeah, so for ourselves, we have 2 kids, so therefore, it's obviously more needs to carry on. And we work it out, maybe lesser travel per year, and then from there, or it could even be cheaper places. You can not every time you travel to Europe tour or like the US. Right, maybe you could go to nearer places, Southeast Asia, kind of thing. Yeah, and that's where our expectations just changes along the way. Yeah.
That's good. Then was there like a moment where you realized that being frugal to you was not something that was limiting but empowering? Or like was there a moment that made you realize that?
Oh, wow, good question. Empowering. Yeah, I think that being frugal is something that when I learned to be able to manage it on the inside, I learned to complain less, learn to compare less. I learned to actually because sometimes on social media, Instagram, you still see a lot of people live lives that are like really luxurious. And that's it's easy to compare. But I think when you're frugal and you have it on the inside internally, you learn to be able to manage it and then compare that, and you naturally become happier.
Oh, okay. So just being happy with what you have.
Yeah, correct.
and being yourself basically.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Okay, I want to ask another question. Because due to Singapore's current rising prices and inflation, like I know of like school fees now increasing a lot, especially for the education in Singapore, also like actually ridiculous prices. How do you adapt to such rising prices? Like if you found like different means to help you and your wife like be financially stable throughout the whole journey. like into investment like tax like CPF, that like current like OA investments like that. They all have to like try to use that to this current issue in Singapore.
To adapt with rising prices.
Yeah, correct, yes.
Okay. I think rising prices is something that like we will constantly have to adapt to. That's what I learned over the years. Yeah, and I think that is something that it's what people Singaporeans always like to complain about. And like it's not enough, things like that. Which is the reality of life all across like the globe, not just Singapore. Yeah, and I think that with that, then you have to learn to like first of all grow in your skills to have better income. I think that's something that you can't stop constantly growing because with the rising prices, the fact is that you must push up your income one way or another. Yeah, so I think that is one thing. But of course, being realistic also is being able to find like being realistic and resourceful. Yeah, so I think being able to find like better prices for different things. Yeah, you talk about education just now, right? So for example, students, for my kids, childcare, like we call it preschool right now. So my first kid is 2 years old-ish, and she went to another preschool. Yeah, right. This year 3 lah. Yeah. Then if you find like different preschools out there, private schools are going at $1,000 a month. Each go up to $3,000 actually. Yeah. So that's the expensive schools out there. But if you go to government subsidized partially, it actually could drop up to $300 a month. Yeah. So that's where you got to look out for like the best, like kind of like not just the best deals, but options out there, and also like do your research to find out like whether or not the teachers are good, whether or not like the principals are good, things like that. Because every school is also dependent on the teacher, the principal, the program that they do. So it's putting that a bit more hard work and resourcefulness to find out, not just like listen to friends or trends or what are good and stuff like that, or marketing and things like that. So I think that is how we go about it also. Yeah.
Then do your own research or what you should learn.
Yeah. That's
Then talking about numbers, right? Like have you calculated like maybe your small lifestyle needs that actually like have you calculated how much it saves you? How much it helps you accumulate over the years? Will you share more on that?
small lifestyle tips.
Tweaks.
Like JV trip like that.
Yeah, like have you calculated like, oh, this will save me 7K.
7K is a lot.
Like, going to Europe and going to Malaysia.
Okay, I think maybe like example lah. It's when we were renovating our house.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Many of our friends, not friends, I wouldn't just say friends, but maybe like people out there, you see on IG and they spend like 100,000, 200,000 on a new video renovation.
Yeah. Right.
And to us, it's like, it doesn't really make sense. I bought the video, I mean, back then it's like 300 over 1,000, for a 4-room flat kind of thing. And then like, that is the asset, right?
Yeah.
The house is the asset. Then you're spending like 200,000, half the price, right? On like renovation that it's not gonna be, it's not lasting. It's not gonna be like going. It's gonna depreciate.
Yeah.
Basically, like your house will not be as good and it will not like cost. The value will go down over the years.
Yeah.
So to us, it's like renovation is something that you shouldn't like lavishly. We wouldn't want to lavishly spend on if we don't have the means to. Entirely. Yeah. So I think that's something that we cut out. We didn't spend like crazy amounts. So I think renovation we go with our so some people go the ID route, some people go the contractor route. So I went the contractor route, and then I became the IT to manage the project.
Yeah.
And it was like then of course you add on your furnishing, everything, maybe 60-ish.
So you save quite a lot actually.
Yeah,
for
correct.
choosing this route and doing it yourself.
Correct. Yeah. So I think those like kind of big ticket items that we have to look into to use that helps. And it also enables me to still live my life, enjoy it. I mean, I still go on like restaurant dates with my wife. I still go out like holiday here and there.
Yeah.
And still able to. I like when I take a Grab or whatsoever. I'm not like no money, get that kind of thing, you know. But I can imagine if I were to spend like $200,000 on renovation, then
Maybe
every other
nicer.
decision would be like questioned, you know. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it really depends. Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah. Correct.
Okay, then that's really good. Then may I ask, like, when do you actually hit your first 100K?
First 100K, I think like probably before I hit my 30s. Yeah. Just before like I got married also. I think.
Oh,
I got married like 28-ish. Yeah.
then did being frugal help you actually hit this 100K?
Yes, it did a lot. So like I think when I just
Yeah,
I don't know whether it's been off track, but like I do have. So when I started work in the banking industry, wealth management, right? It was quite a big shift of perspective, in a good way and in a bad way. So I saw like and I learned how money works and learned how finance works for people, and especially for the more affluent people, started to learn how they think about money. And I realized that like for the affluent people, they when they look at money or they look into the investments and banks that they work with, to them the banks and investments are really to save it and grow, and in a sense like protect their wealth or even transfer their wealth. But to grow their wealth and really like multiply their wealth, they know that it's not through the regular investments that they use. It's really mostly through their income, their businesses that they really grow and get more money. So with that, they were looking to like an asset portfolios, right? So start to have a different mindset of how money works.
Okay, so hearing from what you said so far, like nowadays people are like because of TikTok and Instagram, like people are looking for new trends, like want to follow, like buying this new brand new matcha powder or buying these brand new glasses and so on. And then people always constantly buy. Do you also follow do you
Yes.
also do the same?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Good question. I mean, like nowadays with online shopping or like
Yeah.
it's social media, everything is
Yeah.
on the phone. It's so easy to just tap and buy, and then they'll call you. Then there's things like buy now, pay later, right? Yeah.
Right.
So it's kind of like easier, and I would say it's way more tempting than maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's hard to buy
when you want to
right?
buy something, you kind of have to go down and physically see it first, and
Pay
cash and or like credit card, things like that. Yeah. So, what I will constantly try to tell myself to do is that like maybe time to time, personally I would have like seasons or periods and months in my year where I would tell myself, okay, like no buying of this card leave me long kind of things for like 2-3 months.
Okay.
Then I would like discipline to save in that sense. And then from there, like once I pass the date, then okay, maybe like the online shopping season comes, one, that kind of thing. Then I accumulate all in my basket, and I can start to see these are the best times to all these deals, which is usually like November, December, right?
Yeah,
Period,
right.
which is the best deals for January, early Jan. Those are the best deals that you can buy the things that you really want. In a sense, so I try to like maybe the first half of the year, 3-4 months, 5 months, like kind of like reduce spending.
Yeah.
Then the end of the year. Then after that, by the time when I reach that cut, sometimes I realize some things are not very necessary to me. It's out of trend really. It's not really like then I don't have to be so like caught up in it. That's my personal take on it.
Yeah, reward lah basically. Like gamble like 人中 for like a good month.
2-3-4 months kind of thing. Yeah.
And also like giving yourself time to think whether it's like just like your emotional like
Whether it's like on
do you really want or like just temporary?
right. Or if it's like sometimes it's too impulsive.
Impulsive.
But for me, right, as a part, I just start anywhere cut, right? All those I'll look through every single one and evaluate the opportunity cost. Like I'll say like, example, let's say I buy a jacket, right? Jacket is like $80, right?
Yeah.
Can I buy this jacket for a different price, like a different alternative color or style for a cheaper price? That's what I would do.
Right.
Like, cause I'm a girl, I like buy clothes and stuff like that. I make sure that I'll look through what I saw, like find a cheaper option for other style.
Yeah.